You hit record on your phone to send a voice message to someone important. You listen back to check it sounds okay, and your entire body physically recoils. Your stomach drops. There's this instant, visceral rejection, like your brain is screaming, "That's not me, that can't be me." But what nobody tells you is that this isn't just embarrassment. This is your nervous system detecting something it perceives as fundamentally wrong with reality itself. Here's the disturbing truth. The voice you've been hearing in your head your entire life, it's a lie. A neurological illusion so convincing that when you finally hear what everyone else has always heard, your brain treats it like a threat. Every single time you speak, your brain is running a secret audio mix that only you get to hear. When sound leaves your vocal cords, it doesn't just travel through the air to your ears like everyone else. It also travels up through the bones and tissues of your skull, creating these deep, resonant vibrations that go straight to your inner ear. Think of it like having a subwoofer wired directly into your head. These bone vibrations are rich, deep, warm. They make your voice sound fuller, more confident, more you. Your brain has been listening to this enhanced version for decades, thinking, "Yep, this is what I sound like." But here's where it gets psychologically twisted. When you press play on that recording, you're suddenly hearing only the thin, higher-pitched airborne version, the same voice everyone else has always heard, and your brain goes into full panic mode because it doesn't recognize this stranger's voice as belonging to you. Scientists call this the vocal uncanny valley. Your neural pathways know they should recognize this voice, but something feels fundamentally off about it. It's like listening to a deep fake of yourself, technically accurate but emotionally all wrong. Studies show that most people will go to extraordinary lengths to avoid hearing recordings of themselves. They'll skip voicemail setups, avoid video calls, turn down speaking opportunities. Some people develop genuine anxiety around phones and recordings, not because they're shy, but because their brain literally cannot accept their real voice as their own identity. And here's the really messed up part. Professional singers have described the first time they heard studio recordings of themselves as identity-shattering experiences. Imagine building your entire career around what you thought your voice sounded like, only to discover it was all a neurological magic trick. Some report feeling disconnected from their own performances, like they were listening to a different person entirely. Your brain has been lying to you about something as fundamental as your own voice. But here's the crazy part. You can actually train it to accept reality. Voice coaches use something called systematic desensitization to break this mental block. The technique is surprisingly simple but requires commitment. Record yourself talking, not singing, just normal conversation, for 2 minutes every day. Then force yourself to listen back immediately. Your brain will resist hard, but you're literally rewiring decades of false expectations. What's happening is that you're creating new neural pathways that recognize your real voice as familiar instead of foreign. It's like exposure therapy for your own identity. Professional voice actors also use a trick called breath optimization. Speaking slower, breathing deeper from your diaphragm, and maintaining better posture can actually bring your real voice closer to what you hear in your head. You're not changing your voice, you're optimizing the airborne version to match your internal expectations. But here's what really keeps me up at night. If your brain has been creating this elaborate auditory illusion for your entire life, convincing you that you sound completely different than you actually do, what other fundamental perceptions about yourself might be totally wrong? How many other basic assumptions about your appearance, your personality, your abilities might just be neurological tricks your brain is playing on you? Your voice rejection isn't about vanity. It's about your brain's desperate attempt to maintain a false version of reality it's been protecting for decades. And once you realize how easily your own nervous system can deceive you about something you hear every single day, it makes you wonder what else you might be completely wrong about. Have you ever avoided recording yourself because of this? Let me know in the comments.